You will have heard of Dr. Henry Jekyll. You will have heard appalling things. I tell you this, he was my friend, and he was a seeker of truth. The radical theories, the life-altering drugs were part of a search to illuminate the elements of goodness and evil, which are inherent in every human personality. Henry Jekyll believed he had found a way to control those separate elements, not merely for the furtherance of science, but for the relief of human sorrow and suffering.
He entered my life as a brilliant young scientist and became as dear to me as my own child. I came to feel the exhilaration of his knowledge and the profundity of his suffering as though they were mine. I came to understand Henry Jekyll. In a very real sense, his passion is consistently reenacted within every one of us.
He's beyond help, Henry.
Therefore, we treat him like an animal? He's a man, John. He has emotional responses as sensitive as any of ours. But the mind, the memory which allows him to express those emotions, rebels now and refuses to serve him. I know there's a means to reintegrate mind and emotion. There must be.
Your colleagues tell me your theories are infinitely more dangerous than he is. They say you're trespassing on hallowed ground when you experiment with the human mind.
My colleagues are cowards, afraid of what they don't understand. How can we call ourselves civilized if we're not prepared to help him and every wretched soul like him?
He's lost, Henry. Lost to himself and to the world. You will never reach
I have to try.
You have tried.
No, it's not true, John. John, I'm at the point of perfecting a formula, a combination of rare drugs.
I admire your tenacity, Henry, but I question your philosophy. Do you seriously believe your drugs can change what God has set in motion?
Yes, yes, he can be changed, Sir Danvers. We shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. Lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. If I could reach you, I'd guide you and teach you to walk from this darkness back into the light. Deep in your silence, please try to hear me. I'll keep you near me till night passes by. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. I promise you this, till the day that I die. Good night, Father.
Cold light of day.
It's society's mask, it's society's way.
And the truth is that it's all a facade. There's a face that we hide till the night time appears.
And what's hiding inside, behind all of our fears,
is our true self, locked inside the facade. Every day, people in their own sweet way, like to wear a
But there's one thing I know, and I know it for sure. This disease we've got has got no ready cure. And I'm certain life is terribly hard when your life's a facade.
Look around you, I have found you cannot tell by looking at the surface what is lurking there beneath it. See that face now, I'm prepared to bet you what you see is not what you get, 'cause man's a master of deceit.
What is his sinister secret? The lie he would tell you is true.
It's that each man you meet on the street isn't one man, but two.
Nearly everyone you see like him and her and you and me pretends to be a pillar of society,
A model of propriety,
sobriety and piety.
shudders at the thought of notoriety. The ladies and gents here before you,
Which none of them ever admits.
they have stately looks,
But the sinners and crooks, hypocrites. Hypocrites! There are preachers who kill, there are killers who preach. There are teachers who lie, there are liars who teach. Take a pick, fear, 'cause it's all a facade.
If we're not one but two, are we evil or good? Do we walk the fine line that we cross if we could? Are we waiting
To break through the facade. Neither kind of well-to-do. They're as bad as me and you. Right down to their windows.
Find and climb and cling.
Half mankind. If the other half is blind, wouldn't be surprised to find
they're only cons?
at the end of the day, they don't mean what they say. They don't say what they mean. They don't ever agree.
And their answer
is it so?
is it so?
Is it all a facade? Man is not one but two. He is evil and good. And he walks in my mind. We don't cross if we could.
It's a nightmare.
We can never discover.
So we stay on our guard, going off the facade.
Left behind the
Look behind the facade.
The Board of Governors of St. Jude's Hospital is now met. Sir Danvers Carew presiding.
Here.
Also in attendance, His Grace, the Bishop of Basingstoke.
Yes.
The Right Honourable Sir Archibald Proops.
Yes.
Lord Savage, Lady Beaconsfield, and General Lord Glossop.
Glossop. Glossop.
Yes. And yourself, Mr. Stride.
Simon Stride, Honorary Secretary, respectfully recording the order of business.
I'm already late for two other board meetings.
it.
Henry. Dr. Jekyll, the sole purpose for our extraordinary meeting is to permit you to explain the very unusual request that you've previously submitted to us in writing.
Please,
Please, Dr. Jekyll's case is of particular interest to me, as you all know. Let us therefore allow him to submit his request. There's one last time.
Distinguished governors, I'm obliged to thank you in advance for hearing me out in this matter of vital interest to any enlightened member of our society.
Dr. Jekyll, let us dispense with the niceties and proceed with the matter at hand.
Certainly, Mr. Stride. Forgive my good manners. Distinguished governors, in each of us there reside two separate natures, two distinct personalities. One dark, one light, one good, one evil. Now, it is the curse of mankind that these two extremes should be constantly at war.
Henry, to the point.
It is clear to me now that we have the power to divide this primitive duality of man into its separate components, to isolate what is functional from what is dysfunctional, and to control these elements forever. My experiments with various animals have convinced me that this separation, the behavioral control of which I speak, is more than theoretical. It is achievable. I must now be permitted to test my formula and my theory on a human subject.
What? A human soul?
To be prodded and tested like a laboratory rat?
Yes, madam. Yes, gentlemen, I ask that I be permitted to select a patient to help prove my theory for the betterment of all mankind. A volunteer, I hope.
A volunteer mental patient. Very good.
A man whom society has already abandoned as hopeless. An inmate of this prison.
Prison? No, Henry.
And you would perform your surgery on this pitiful creature's brain?
No. As I've already explained to this august body, my treatment takes the form of rare drugs precisely combined and administered through hypodermic injection.
What?
There are 2 broken souls in 1,000 asylums left there to rot for the lack of a plan. In the name of compassion and medical science, I can save many lives if you give me one man.
I tell you now, the church will never sanction it.
Sacrilege, lunacy, blasphemy, heresy.
They are treading on dangerous ground. In legal terms, I'd say extremely unsound.
Your lack of humility strikes me as odd. What makes you think you have the right to play God?
The Bishop speaks for all of us when he says you're playing God. There's such a thing as ethics, over which you ride roughshod. You're a doctor, not a savior. Dr. Jekyll for a start. But I judge from your behavior, you can't tell the 2 apart.
Dear Mr. Stride, I am simply a scientist. I have a code to which I remain true. I don't presume to the stature of moralists. I leave pretensions like that, sir, to you.
Henry, I've always encouraged your enterprise, and I've been hopeful that you would succeed. But given the problems my colleagues can visualize, I see no choice but for you to concede.
I know my fate is yours to choose, but if I fail, the world will lose when I am on the threshold of success. I beg you, governors, you must say yes.
Dr. Jekyll, enough of your ranting, sir. This is a hospital here to save lives.
Do you think we will let you play havoc with all the high principles for which you strive? Do you expect us to compromise all that we stand for, indulging your dangerous games? Sacrifice all common sense to your dubious aims?
Can't you see I am not playing games? Just give me the opportunity.
Before these 2 bizarre.
Open up your eyes and see.
Unless you listen to me.
The police want to know Democrats and to see you're on your...
If I ever need a better justification for my work, gentlemen, you just have provided it. Just look at what has happened here. Mix anger with a touch of fear. The danger's all too crystal clear. Just look at you. Our darker side keeps breaking through. Observe it now in me and you. The evil any man can do must be controlled. I beg of you, I'll show you all. It can be done. Here is a chance to take charge of our fate. Deep down you must know, tomorrow's too late. One rule of life we cannot rearrange. The only thing constant is change. The only thing constant is change.
Distinguished colleagues, your verdict, please. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, nay.
Sir Danvers?
I abstain.
By 5 votes to none with 1 abstention, Dr. Jekyll's extraordinary proposal is rejected. Thank you for your time, Doctor.
I am shocked to the core of my being.
Well, who's going to take me to luncheon? Bessie?
No, Teddy, I've heard enough demented babbling for one day.
This is England, you know, not the continent.
I'm profoundly sorry, Henry. I did try to prepare you.
Well, you finally convinced them that you're mad.
Oh, they set themselves up as friends of medicine, John. Friends of knowledge, but they're not. They're hypocrites. They're hypocrites, every last one of them.
Yes, but they're powerful hypocrites. You should exercise greater caution.
I can't afford caution.
Henry! Henry, you are obsessed by your father's condition.
Of course I'm obsessed. He's my father. I draw my life from him. The flesh upon my bones is his, John. John, I know I can save him and the thousands of others who dwell in the same darkness if they would only let me. How can I pursue the truth when they can block each step I take?
Henry, you have come too far. Remember what you have at stake.
John, I know I'm right. I must let my vision guide me. But I'm so weary of this fight. There's so little left inside me.
If you know that you are right, then you've got to see it through. You've got to see it through.
7 years ago, I started out on this alone. Now it's alone, I'll see it through to its conclusion. Who are they to judge what I am doing? They know nothing of the endless possibilities I seek. It's ludicrous, I'm bound by their decision.
Seems vision is a word they've never heard.
If it mattered less, I'd treat them with derision. It's absurd.
And yet, the fact remains. Those bastards hold the reins.
If you live around here, you need cash in the bank, cause the houses round here are all flashy and swank, and the front bit is what's called a facade.
If you live around here, you need lots of panache. If you live in town, dear, then you must cut a dash. It's hard, dear, to create a facade.
Here tonight it's festive, but the guests are getting rested, cause the guest of honor's causing a dilemma.
Dr. Jekyll started for his own engagement party, his betrothal to Sir Danvers' daughter, Emma.
Waste of time. And who does this Jekyll fella think he is?
Pertinence like that in the army would have earned him a good flogging.
The perfect way to stamp on any nasty signs of progress. Eh, General?
Absolutely.
He's tinkering with a man's soul, and I don't like it. He's lucky we're living in modern times. Today's penalties for heresy are not what they should be.
Then we should thank the good Lord that we have you to represent modern times, Your Grace.
If Jekyll's as clever as you say he is, what's he doing trying to save paupers and mad? What possible use is that? I have lived in St. James for 60 years, and I've never even seen a pauper, let alone a madman.
I think he's mad, if you must know. Danvers, we're talking about your future son-in-law, and I think you're mad to let him marry your daughter.
That's not Father's decision, Lady Beaconsfield. It's mine.
Don't worry, Bessie. Whatever your opinion of him as a scientist may be, Emma assures me Henry Jekyll is impeccable husband material.
Well, for a start, it is less than impeccable to be late for one's own engagement party. Shows a remarkable lack of style.
Yes. Bessie.
Comments on style should never be made by those who have none.
Miss Carew.
Mr. Utterson, thank you so much for being here.
You are a bracing breath of fresh air.
Emma Carew, Can this be you? What kind of man is this you've taken? Can you not see the kind of life that this would be? You are mistaken. Time to awaken before it's too late. Before you forever determine your fate.
But Simon, you knew I had to be free. What I choose to do is decided by me. From the day my mother died, my father, full of good intentions, treated me as though I were a young child. Maybe his idea was just to wait until I grew up and then look at me and hope that I'd be her. It's easy to accept that from a father. He'd rather things remain the way they were. But when it comes to marriage, I must pick whom I prefer. I am not the weak young thing you're seeking, Simon. Someone 17, obedient and sweet. I am not the protege to waste your time on. I'm complete. In Henry's eyes I see what I am meant to be.
Henry Jekyll, you're a devil. You have robbed us of London's most lovely girl.
I could turn to drink when I stopped to think, what? Emma's marrying a doctor instead of an earl.
Poor girl.
Ah, the late Dr. Jekyll.
My apologies, Sir Dan.
Nothing to forgive, dear boy. Like Emma, I'm learning to anticipate you. We thought we might invite your wedding guests for the day after the ceremony, just to make sure the groom is in attendance.
Never fear, sir, I'll be there. The 6 weeks to the wedding will be the longest of my life.
Well, your half hour this afternoon with the governors of St. Jude's was certainly the longest of my life.
I have to take every opportunity I am given, sir, to state my beliefs.
Even though you antagonize the established authority in the process?
But your friends are not the established authority, merely the established
Henry.
prejudice. Your
My
friend...
friend, Dr. Jekyll, is a man of honor, Sir Danvers, but not of diplomacy.
Ah, I was not aware the two were incompatible.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fireworks.
Fireworks, ladies and gentlemen, do come along. Mr. Utterson, do you enjoy fireworks?
If they're unavoidable.
Yes, they are. Bishop, come along and have a glass of port.
Yes.
Miss Carew,
Dr. Jekyll.
are you angry with me?
No,
You should be.
I'm just happy you're here.
Well, I try never to miss any social occasion attended by Lady Beaconsfield. Tell me, is there a Lord Beaconsfield?
He died 30 years ago.
Sensible fellow. Dearest Emma, you realize you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of these aggravations.
Yes, I realize that.
I cannot live by the same old clock other people do.
I realize that, too.
And in all good conscience, I must advise you, I love you far too much to have you suffer the sort of life I have to offer. I must go on with the work I'm committed to. How can I not when my theories are true? And I will prove if I'm ever permitted to. Things are not wrong just because they are new.
I adore you, always have done, always will do. And your dreams are mine. I will always understand, however hard the path you've planned. Our lives will intertwine.
Who knows where my work will lead me?
Nowhere where you will not need me.
Emma, please, I beg you, heed me.
Just don't leave me on my own.
The only thing I fear is the unknown.
When this all began, I knew there'd be a price to pay. Too late now to turn away.
Sometimes I see past the horizon, sure of my way, where I am going. But where's the prize I have my eyes on? Where? There is just no knowing. And when despair tears me in two, who can I turn to but you? You know who I am. Take me as I am.
Look in my eyes. Who do you see there? Someone you know, or just a stranger? If you are wise, you will see me there. Love is the only danger. Love meaning me, love meaning you. We'll make that one dream come true. You know who I am. Take me as I am. Though
Fate won't always do what we desire, still we can set the world on fire. Give me your hand, give me your heart. Swear to me we'll never part. You know who I am. This is who I am. Take me as I am.
Emma,
Father,
you're being asked for.
So are you, Dr. Jekyll? Though I can't imagine why.
I fancy people will be curious to know why the two main reasons for this party are resolutely hiding from it.
Come along, Henry. Let's test your theories against these other lesser fireworks.
I hope you gave him the scolding he deserves.
did Mother's scolding ever change you?
Look, I'm not alone in finding Henry's behavior difficult to tolerate.
Well, you don't have to tolerate it, Father. He's marrying me, not you.
Emma, don't you understand? It's you that I'm concerned for.
Mother, don't. But you should be concerned for him. He's the one in need.
I'm only trying to protect you. What else would you have your father do? I think I would die if any harm should come to you. I'm scared, my child, because I'm going to lose you. I find it very hard to let you go.
If you tried to, you could never lose me. Darling Father, I still love you more than you will ever know. But if we want our love to grow,
I know. With time, I have to let you go. We mustn't be afraid of letting go.
oh, I love you, Father.
I love you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Do come again.
It's what we're here for.
You've got 1 chance in 5. They're the odds you must beat if you want to survive. So be fast on your feet. Life is hard here.
Find her and get her in here now.
Never you!
Oh, I'm sorry, Queenie.
The
I
others
know
had
I'm
to
late,
fill
but
in
just...
for you. Get in there now and account for yourself to the spider.
Just
He's
let me
there got
explain,
all
I'll
because
tell you.
of you, girl.
Are we here? Is it? Oh, my goodness.
Welcome to the Red Rats, gentlemen. How good of you to pay us a call.
Henry Jekyll, you're a devil.
Leading friends to a life of debauchery.
Mr. Utterson, is it not?
Mr. Utterson. Why, John?
Why, John? Why, John?
As you can see, Gwynny, these two youngsters desperately need something to drink.
Leading friends to a life of debauchery.
I can turn to drink, and I will, I think.
John, why on earth have you brought me here?
You need the relaxation, Henry.
He's right, Henry. You need relaxation. Table 1 and champagne for Mr. Utterson's party. The show is about to start, Henry. You will love the new girl.
Well, you know, the only reason we don't have rats in this place is they wouldn't be caught dead here. Absolutely.
Well, Lucy, it's about time you got here.
Oh, look who it is, Her Royal Majesty, Queen of the Red Rat.
You are in trouble, girl. We're running late and the spider is in a foul mood.
Oh, well, that'll make a nice change.
Oh, don't upset him, Lucy. You know what the spider can do.
Oh, I suppose you've been up in Hyde Park again listening to all them speeches.
And what's wrong with that? I like to listen. Just want to learn.
Lucy, you're such a fool. Filling your head with all that rubbish.
All you need to learn is to be on time. Now you get your ass out onto that stage. You got 2 minutes. I don't know who you girls
Think you are.
think you are.
Well, don't worry, Gwynny, nor do we.
I'd rather be nobody than her.
Ah, chin up, Lucy. You're the nicest nobody I know.
Look at me and tell me who I am.
Lucy.
Why I am what I am. Call me a fool, and it's true, I am. I don't know who I am. It's such a shame. I'm such a sham. No one knows who I am. Am I the face of the future? Am I the face of the past? Am I the one who must finish last? Look at me and tell me who I am, why I am, what I am. Will I survive? Who will give a damn if no one knows who I am? Come on now. Nobody knows. Not even you. No one knows who I am.
Lucy, on stage.
Good and evil and their merits, men have argued through history as well they should. My philosophy, any child can see, good is evil, and therefore all evil Evil from good.
Tell us, darling.
Evil does well. Good, haha, not so good. Evil's the one that is free everywhere. Good is the one that they sell. You must decide which is heaven, which is hell. Good men maintain evil's a curse. But it is plain the good's even worse. Evil's the one that they tell you to shun. Good is the one to embrace. Say that and Satan will laugh right in your face. The battle between good and evil goes back to the start. Adam and Eve and the apple tore it apart. The key thing about good and evil, each man has to choose. Heaven and hell is a hell of a gamble to lose. But as I peruse this world beyond you, it's hell that we choose. And heaven evil is everywhere. Good doesn't have a prayer. Good is commendable. Evil dependable. Evil is viable. Good is unreliable. Good may be thankable. Evil is thankable. Evil for me, you can have good. It doesn't suit me to be Robin Hood. Leave you my form by the way that things are to remain good and evil. Then try to be
It has nothing to do with it.
Hasn't
Sit
it?
down. You only make it worse for the girl.
Where were you and why were you late?
What does it matter? It won't happen again.
If it does, it'll happen to a dead girl. And I mean that.
I know you do.
Lucky for you, I'm in a good mood tonight. I'll be up to your room later on to show you just how good.
Lucky me.
Be good to him, Luce. Some knows quality when they sees it.
I wonder, is there anything I can do?
Yes, you can tell me if the rest of my face is still there.
Appears to be. It's a lovely face. Should look after it. Please. I'd like to help you if I could. You helped me tonight.
I did?
Yes.
How?
With your song, Good and Evil. Made me think. We all do have choices to make, don't we?
Some of us do. So what's your specialty then?
I'm a doctor. Tonight you made me realize I could be the patient as well.
You're serious?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's quite all right.
It all sounds a bit weird to me. But whatever makes you happy. Here's to the night, here's to romance, to those unafraid of taking a chance. Yet I can see you're not up to the chase, but if you're ever in need, I am the girl in this. Well, this is the place. Come to me.
It's getting late. I have to go. Anytime, you never know. You need a friend. And I mean simply that.
Henry Jekyll, you're a devil.
There's no end to your life of debauchery.
John, I'm going. You?
Yes, certainly.
Wait,
Gentlemen.
Henry, I was joking.
Anytime, you never know. You need a friend.
What the bleeding hell is wrong with you? That gent was trying to be nice to you. How many like him you think there is hanging on the vine?
Good night. Thank you. Good night. Look.
Thank you for the relaxation, if that's what it was.
Never stop brooding over your damnable theories for one single moment.
I did discover something essential tonight, old friend.
What's that?
My volunteer.
Henry? You can't possibly. Where are you going?
My officers, I'm going to work tonight. I must.
You need to rest, Henry. Henry, you must.
Sir?
Promise me you're not contemplating a volunteer from the Red Rat.
Good heavens, John, you think I'm such an unprincipled character?
Fool. Send him straight to bed. He must have rest. So must I. I'm going home.
Quite right, sir. I'll do what I can. Anything more you need, sir?
Stir the fire pool.
Of course, sir.
And then go to bed. I won't be needing you anymore this evening.
Good night, sir.
Who?
Sir?
You knew my father in his best days. His mind and spirit were extremely strong, weren't they?
He was the finest gentleman I ever knew, sir.
I must do it for his sake.
Sir?
Nothing, fool. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Now there is no choice I must put aside the fears I feel inside. There's no place to hide. So it's come to this, one great golden chance that only I can take when everything I've fought for is at stake. To make the mark that only I can make. This is the moment, this is the day, and I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. It's here and now, today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of our dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. Through all these years, I've faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, and I've never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I will not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds is there, never, I'll be forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. September 14th, 3:56 a.m. I started this alone, and I must finish it alone. I realize now I must use myself as the subject of the experiment. I must be wise. I must try to analyze each change in me. Everything I see, how will it be? Will I see the world through different eyes? Like a warning light, glimmering in red, like crimson bloodshed, shimmering in red, beautiful and strange. See the colors change before my eyes. See how they dance and they sparkle like diamonds at night, leading me out of the darkness and into the light. 3:58 a.m. It is done. I've injected 5 centiliters of the newly fused formula. Salty, bitter taste, stings the gums. Warm in the gullet. A prickling heat spreading strongly through my veins. A light-headedness. Slight feeling of euphoria. No noticeable behavioral differences. Now the die is cast. Nothing left to lose. Time alone will prove my theory's through. I'll show the world. Oh, dear God. Oh, God. What is this? Oh, something is happening. I can't explain. Something inside me. A breathtaking pain devours, consumes me, and drives me insane. Suddenly, uncontrolled, something is taking hold. Suddenly, agony, filling me, killing me. Oh, suddenly, out of breath. What is this? Is this death? Suddenly, can it be? Look at me. Who is this creature that I see? O'clock, and all is well. An unexpected development. Free. Felt so alive. Where does this feeling of power derive? Making me know why I'm alive. Like the night's secret, the sinister, dark, and unknown. I do not know what I seek yet. I seek it alone. I am a thirst I cannot deprive. Never have I felt so alive. There is no battle I couldn't survive. Feeling like this, feeling alive. Like the moon in enigma. Lost and alone in the night, damned by some heavenly stigma, but blazing alive. It's a feeling of being alive, full of evil but truly alive. It's a truth that cannot be denied. It's a feeling of being in earth.
I'm so sorry, Miss Carew. Perhaps next week.
No, Poole. I won't come again. Not until Dr. Jekyll asks for me.
Emma.
Father.
Oh, he asks about you constantly, Miss Carew. But he's not seen anybody. Not for weeks now.
Because of his work.
Work?
Yes, I know. Show him the flowers, Poole, and the nourishing things I brought. If you can get his attention... Say they are to remind him that there is more in his life than his work. Myself, for example.
Emma, I thought you weren't coming here again until he emerges.
I'm not.
This is absurd. He's sacrificing everything valuable in his life to this experiment.
The experiment is the most valuable thing in his life.
Yes, after you.
No. No, Father, before me. Now, I understand that. Are you coming along with me? Are you staying?
Aye, I'm coming along, of course. I'm just trying to persuade Mr. Utterson that He's wasting his time.
I did not wish to alarm Miss Carew, sir, and it is hardly my place to criticize the doctor. But for more than a week now, he's been locked in that laboratory. I'm instructed to leave his meals out the door and go away.
He's been alone in there all this time.
Alone, sir? No.
But if you're forbidden to admit anyone,
I did not admit him, sir. The doctor must have let him in. I would not have admitted a man of that sort to the doctor's home. I saw him here just once, standing in front of the fire, staring at his reflection. He told me to clear out and not disturb him and the doctor again. But later, that same night,
what?
I heard the doctor, or someone, in the laboratory there, crying, weeping. The strangest sound you ever heard, sir.
Pull! Sir, I have been ringing for a quarter of an hour. Go to Mr. Bissett, the pharmacist, and fetch me back these drugs. Now! John!
Henry! Good Lord, what is happening to you? You look as if you're in the grip of the very devil.
There's something you must do for me. John, there are 3 letters here. One for Emma, one for her father, and one for you. If I should be taken ill, or have to go away for a while without otherwise alerting you, everything you will want to know are in these letters.
If you should go away, what are you saying? I won't accept these.
John! John! You're my lawyer. More importantly, you're my friend. You must do this for me.
And you, my dear Henry, must re-examine your priorities. You have your work, and nothing more. You are possessed. What is your demon? You've never been this way before. You've lost the fire you built your dream on. There's something strange, something wrong. I see a change. It's like when hope dies. I who have known you for so long, I see the pain in your eyes. There was a time you lived your life, lived with that heart, had a plan, a wife, and never anymore. And it all, seemed to notice what it was. Now it seems to it all, and your worth nothing more.
Father, you know Henry won't just walk away. The only way he knows is straight ahead.
Emma, you've not heard a single word I've said. My fear is he's in over his head. He could lose control, and that I dread. There has been talk. They say he's gone too far. He's locked himself away in his own world, pursuing this insanity.
It is his work.
It's more than work. He is obsessed. The man is driven.
Just give him time, I ask no more. His work's a crime to be forgiven.
There's something strange, unless I'm blind. I see a change of a bizarre kind. He's chasing dreams he'll never find.
His working isolation, all he has to your obsessed man.
Worthy to judge what I am doing, they know nothing of the endless possibilities I see.
Time will wait is before it's too late.
So Lord, it all, don't be unkind, and I'll be turning your
A young lady to see you, sir?
Send her away, fool.
Indeed, sir. She's dressed little enough like a lady. No doubt she found your card dropped on the street somewhere.
My card?
Yes, sir.
I will see her. Now.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning.
Miss
Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy Harris. I'm the one that you and your friend met that night.
Oh, yes, I didn't. Yes, I remember. Please sit down. What brings you here?
You said if I ever needed a friend.
Yes, I remember. Good God.
Pretty, isn't it?
Who on earth would do such a thing?
A real English gentleman. Did a lovely job, didn't he?
Just one moment.
Some men are real skillful when it comes to causing pain.
You didn't go to the police?
The police. A girl like me making a complaint about a man like him, a rich man. That's funny. I won't forget his name in a hurry, though. Hyde. Edward Hyde.
Why come to me? You have family, don't you?
No, I ain't got no family. You gave me your card.
Yes. Yes, of course. I remember.
I've never had someone like you be nice to me before.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sympathy, tenderness, warm as the summer, offer me their embrace. Friendliness, gentleness, strangers to my eye, they are there in his face. Goodness and sweetness and kindness abound in this place.
There. You should feel more comfortable.
I feel like a lady.
You are a lady. Most extraordinary lady.
I am in love with the things that I see in his face. It's a memory I know time will never erase.
Good morning.
wander lost in yesterday, wanting to fly, but scared to try. But if someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing, and I'd feel so alive if someone like you so many secrets I long to share. All I have needed is someone there to help me see a world I've never seen before. I love to open every door to set me free, so I can soar. If someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. There'd be a new way to live and a new life to love. If someone like you found me, oh, if someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing, and I'd feel so alive if someone like you loved me.
I hope everything was to your satisfaction, Your Grace.
Very nice, yes.
Sweet little girl, isn't she? Plenty of potential.
Very, very nice, yes. I'd like to see her again. Next week?
Certainly, Your Grace. Happy to oblige. Must make a pleasant change from all your charity work. But of course, we do not do it for charity. Wednesday, all right?
Wednesday, very, very nice, yes. Goodbye for now, my dear.
Say cheerio to His Grace. Never mind her. She is stunned by your generosity.
Good.
That is all.
Yes.
Till Wednesday, then. Steh auf! Was fällt dir ein? Ich hab die Nüsse wohl ein Stück.
Wednesday, dearest.
Your Grace. Warms the heart to see that romance still blossoms, even in the sewers of London.
Who are you?
What a pretty pair. The Romeo of the cloth and the Juliet of the gutter. Though perhaps Juliet's a trifle young for such a disgusting old Romeo.
How dare you, sir? Do you know who I am?
Yes, Your Grace.
Yes.
Yes, I know exactly who you are. Eminent churchman and philanthropist, friend to those in need. particularly of the female gender, and you're still tender.
Let me bash
Who
you
does
forward.
not know Rupert? 14th Bishop of Basingstoke, our fair city's most distinguished, degenerate, obscene, corrupt, and malignant hypocrite! Animals trapped behind bars at the zoo need to run rampant and free. Predators live on the prey they pursue. This time the predator's me! Lost like a raging desire fills my whole soul with its curse. Burning with primitive fire, berserk in heaven. Tonight, I'll plunder heaven blind, steal from all the gods tonight. I'll take from all mankind, conquer all the odds, and I feel I'll live on forever with Satan himself by my side. And I'll show the world that tonight and forever the name to remembers, the name Edward Hyde. What a feeling to be so alive! I have never seen me so alive. Such a feeling of evil inside. It's a feeling of being Edward Hyde.
My friend Jekyll continued his dark journey. He would not tell us where he was going. Perhaps he no longer knew himself. The burden he placed on me was unbearable. I was a blind witness, allowed to hear his cries of anguish, forbidden to seek him, to understand, or to help.
Forbidden to see or speak to him for weeks. Jekyll had become like a son to me, not merely a presumptive son-in-law. Some kind of dark web was being cast around him and those connected to his work at St. Jude's. I could not allow Emma and Henry to get caught up in that web.
Read about the hideous murder, profane religious murder. That poor old bishop, what a shock.
Seen walking with his daughter a moment prior to slaughter.
The shepherd tending to his flock.
He died a London son, a slave to martyrdom.
He died without complaint. He should be made a saint.
He's gone back home to God.
It all seems very odd. Why should it be this mystery? Murder, murder, in the nightmare. Murder, murder, it's a nightmare. Murder, murder, it's a right square bloody murder in the night. Murder, murder, it's a hot murder, 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 it's a murder, 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 it's a hot bloody murder in the
Sweet death has taken this brave man from us. Friends, take what comfort that you can from us.
That's another one of us gone, Teddy. Irreplaceable.
General Glossop.
Yes?
I'm happy to inform you, sir. You are relieved of your duties.
What?
All of them.
Damned impertinence. Who in hellfire are you?
Damned. Hellfire. Exactly. There's another of you gone, Teddy.
Look at this, another murder, just like that other murder. That poor old General Glossop dead.
Last week that bishop corpsed it, that bloke that Johnny popped it. That fella must be off his head.
That's 2 in the last 4 days. This killer has fancy ways.
To kill outside St. Paul's requires a lot of fools.
He hates the upper class.
He must be on his ass.
Bloody murder in as we scream in blood in the night. It's the laughing blood, it's the lesbian blood, it's the drinking bloody blood in the night.
Visit!
Dr. Jekyll, what are you doing here at this?
You have the things Poole ordered for me. The drugs.
All but 2 of them, sir. You know, I could lose my license.
When can I have the others?
Tomorrow night,
Tomorrow?
sir. Yes, sir. What are they for?
It's none of your bloody business.
No, sir. Of course not, sir. Are you all right, Dr. Jekyll? You don't seem to be yourself.
I've been better, Visit. I've been better.
London has a killer on the loose.
Would be a gang.
Gotta get his head inside a noose.
The man must hang.
Maybe his nerve will fail him.
They've got to try to nail him. They've got to trail and jail him now. Murder, no matter who will blame him. Till we pull what's his name in. There's gonna be no framing. Murder is a curse man. Murder is the first man. Murder, nothing's worse than finding a hammer in the night.
Outrageous. When I order a decent claret, I expect a decent claret.
Oh, Archie, you wouldn't know a decent claret if it poured itself down your shirt.
I certainly would.
Then why do you always serve that cheap swill when we dine at your place?
Well, well, well. If it isn't faith, hope, and charity.
You.
And who in perdition are you, sir?
No one you would know, Sir Archibald. Lady Beaconsfield, your lordship.
Bessie, get inside.
Sweet how you hypocrites hang together.
Scandalous. Step aside, you creature. This is my final admonition.
And this is mine. Bessie, my love, you really shouldn't wear your diamonds on the street. You never know whom you may encounter.
Please!
Please! That's a hard word for you to pronounce, isn't it, my lady? Probably the first time you've ever used it.
Read about the worst 2 murders.
What's worse than those 2 murders?
That makes it verse 3 and 4. That makes verse 3 and 4.
Murder to Bessie, my hair extremely messy. And poor Archie is no more. See, there's lots of blood and gore. There's more than last 6 days. His night is late as free. This time he was in Park Lane, and he may come back again until the kid is gone. He's been to murder.
What can we do? What can we do? We wish we knew.
Teddy! Teddy, is that you? You're traveling?
No. Escape.
Very wise. Only wish I could persuade Dr. Jekyll to do the same.
Where will you go, Lord Savage?
Oh, I'm telling her to no one.
Yes.
Oh. Aberdeen, actually. Now, I don't know what you heard, Danvers, but I did everything I could. I tried to save them. All of them. Tried like hell.
Of course you did. That's a matter between you and God. God knows, and you know, that you tried. Have a safe journey.
Bad news from God, Teddy.
Catching such a madman would be hard.
He'll kill at will, 'cause they're all so thick at Scotland Yard.
No skill.
He'll kill us if we let him. Then better go and get him.
I know a way to net him.
How?
Murder, no matter who we're blaming. Till he will what's his name in this. There's gonna be one framing. Wrong. Murder, murder.
October 6th, 10:45 p.m. We are here alone. Terrible. More terrible than any beast stalking its prey.
What do you want?
Henry,
Who let you in here?
who let me in
Who?
here? Yes, the laboratory door was unlocked. I was desperate for some word.
And you thought you would find it spying on my journal?
Henry! Henry, look at me. I cannot believe that either one of us has become so altered that we are unable to have a civil conversation. I understand your work is unprecedented and painful. I see what it is doing to you, to us. And yet I know you must move forward. You believe in this so strongly.
It's gone beyond Emma. It's like an addiction. And yet the truth, oh God, the truth is inside there somewhere. I can't explain it to myself, much less to you, but I know the truth is in there.
There's no need to explain anything. You never promised me the journey would be easy or pleasant, my dearest. Only that we would take it together. When this all began, knew there'd be a price. Once upon a dream, we were lost in love's embrace. There we found a perfect place. Once upon a dream, once there was a time like no other time before. Hope was still an open door. Once upon a dream, and I was unafraid. The dream was so exciting, but now I see it fade, and I am here alone. Once upon a dream, you were heaven sent to me. Was it never meant to be? Was it just a dream? Could we begin again? Once upon a
Don't abandon me. In God's name, I've never needed you more. And I do love you.
I know that. I will wait for you however long it takes. And I will pray for you. When you need me, if you need me, you know where I'll be.
October 7th, 1:30 a.m. The experiment is out of control. The beast has taken a heavy toll, not only on me, who can yet be saved, but on others who cannot. The transformations are starting to recur of their own accord. John, please leave me alone. I told you I must work.
You must give me some answers first. What is the meaning of this document? Who is Edward Hyde? Why in God's name would you bequeath to him everything that you possess?
Those letters were only to be opened
only
in
if you went away or became ill. You have gone away, Henry, and clearly you are ill. Who is Edward Hyde?
A colleague, inextricably involved in the experiment. If I should be unable to complete it, he should have the wherewithal to finish my work.
If I am to act as your lawyer and your friend, you must tell me everything.
I have,
Henry, please.
I've told you everything.
Henry.
Everything I can comprehend.
Henry,
everything I can comprehend myself. John, and now I must ask you an even greater favor.
Tell me.
Bissett the chemist has acquired a quantity of rare drugs for my immediate use. They are to be delivered to your offices the instant he has them.
No.
And then you must bring them here. Please, no further questions, solicitor. John, I dare not leave this room until the next step is accomplished. You must trust me a few more days.
I trust you with my life, Henry. I suppose I must trust you with your own.
Yes, old friend. My life is in the balance. Many lives are in the balance. All our lives. His life, too. He wreaks his vengeance on a contemptible world, then disappears within me like a stain of breath upon the mirror. He's found the perfect hiding place. His cruelty incarnate everything I've wanted to eradicate from man's nature. And yet, so wonderful is his love of life. What streak of madness lies inside of me? What is the truth my fears conceal? What evil force makes Edward hide me? What darker side of me does he reveal? What is this strange obsession that's tearing me apart? Some strange, deranged expression of what's in my heart. Am I the man that I appear to be? Or am I someone I don't know? Is there some monster drawing near to me, becoming clear to me? Will what I fear to be so?
I sit and watch the rain and see my tears run down the window pane. I sit and watch the sky and I can hear it breathe a sigh. his eye can see where my heart longs to be. In his eyes I see a gentle glow, and that's where I'll be safe, I know. Safe in his arms, close to his heart, but I don't know quite where to start. Looking in his eyes, will I see beyond tomorrow? By looking in his eyes, will I see beyond the sorrow that I feel? Will his eyes reveal to me promises or lies? But he can conceal from me the love in his eyes. I know their every look is like an open book. His eyes, and most of all, the look that hypnotizes me. If I'm wise, I will walk away and gladly. But sadly, I'm not wise. It's hard to talk away the memories that you place. Love is worth forgiving for. Now I realize everything worth living for is there in his eyes. Love is worth forgiving for. Now I realize everything worth living for is
Gentleman here, Lucy. Says he's a friend of yours.
For a moment, I thought it was somebody else.
The moment it almost was. I have some rather sad news, Lucy. I must go away for a while. A friend and I have a little dispute to settle.
Be nice to him, Lucy. Be nice.
What? Glad to see me go?
Oh, no, sir.
I always tell when you are lying, Lucy.
When do you come back?
Oh, it shouldn't take long. And I'll know exactly where you are every minute I'm away. And God help you if you're not here waiting for me when I return.
Feel your fingers cold on my shoulder, your chilling touch as it runs down my spine, watching your eyes as they invade my soul, forbidden pleasures I'm afraid to make mine. At the touch of your hand the sound of a voice. At the moment your eyes meet mine, I am out of my mind, I am out of control, full of feelings I can't define.
It's a sin with no name,
Like a hand in a flame,
and the senses proclaim
it's a dangerous game.
a darker dream that has no ending, that's so unreal. You believe that it's true. Danger of death out of a mystery tale. The frightened princess doesn't know what to do. Will the ghost go away? Will she will them to stay? Either way, there's no way to win.
But it's true all the same, it's a dangerous game.
No one speaks, not one word. What words are lies? Silence speaks.
Loud and clear. All the words we don't want to
Touching your hand and the sound of your voice. At the moment your eyes meet mine, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing control, finding feelings I can't define.
It's a sin with no name.
No remorse and no shame, fire, fury, and flame. And the angels proclaim.
It's a dangerous
If you live around here, lots of people like this will make promises they will not honor, my dear. And the truth is, you end up getting scarred. There's a beast at the door and he's wild and free, but we won't let him in, 'cause we don't want to see what is lurking right behind.
Henry?
Henry Jekyll is not available.
Devil?
No use waiting, Mr. Utterson. I don't expect the doctor anytime soon.
I am here under his explicit instructions to bring these drugs.
Leave the drugs and go.
I will leave them only with Dr. Jekyll. Where is he?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
Either you tell me where he is, or I will send him for the authorities. The choice is yours, Mr. Hyde. Yes, I know you. And I can see that Henry has good reason to be frank with you. What have you done with him?
What have I done with him?
What has he done with me? Allow me to show you, John. What's the matter? You afraid of science, huh? You afraid of the truth?
Hit me, Jekyll, you can't.
John. John. Oh, John. Hyde was right. You're afraid.
I'm appalled.
But I warned you. Even as Hyde, I warned you.
Oh, my God, Henry, you have destroyed yourself.
Perhaps. But only so that I may save and redeem my father and the thousands of others who inhabit the same uninhabitable hell. John, Hyde is a part of me, freed from within. But he's returned within where I can subdue him, but there's no time. You must listen to me. I still may yet be able to regain control. There's one more task you must accomplish for me.
Lucy Harris?
Tell her to read it at once.
The girl from the Red Rat?
Yes, read it to her if necessary. She must leave London immediately.
God save my soul.
Her life hangs in the balance, as does mine.
Is it your message I'm taking? Or his?
If you knew him, you wouldn't ask. Go on, John. Go on! With these ingredients, I have one final chance to regain control and to save myself. Go on, John.
My friend.
Go on! Go on!
God help us all.
Go on! Somehow I've got to get back to the place where my journey started. Find the course I charted when I first departed. Somehow I've got to hang on to the vision that first inspired me. When the hope that fired me, when the world admired me, I'll find a way back to the higher ground and see the view I saw before. I'll search the world until the answer's found, turn my despair around forevermore. Somehow I've got to rebuild all the dreams that the winds have shattered. From what fate has shattered, I'll retrieve what mattered. Somehow I've got to hang on till the evil has been defeated, till my work's completed. I will not be cheated. God, you must help me carry on when it seems all hope has gone. I have got to carry on.
No fear, sir. You won't have disturbed nobody. They're used to late visitors round here.
This is from Dr. Jekyll. You are to leave London at once, tonight if possible. May I? My dear Miss Lucy, I regret more than I can ever express that my private misfortunes prevent me from ever seeing you again. I have found in you a tender and loving light during these past dark days. I hope you will accept being closed as a small repayment for the lesson you have taught me. Leave this place, I beg you, and begin again, secure in the knowledge that I shall never forget you. Henry Jekyll.
He don't owe me nothing. I owe him.
That is none of my concern, but I beseech you to do as he asks. I am sure it's for the best.
Now, why didn't he come? Why did you?
Because he is my friend.
Yes. I suppose he's mine too.
Believe it. Good night, then, and good luck. May you find a happier life elsewhere.
For free along the way, a new start. That's the thing I need to give me new heart. Have a chance in life to find a new part. Just a simple role that I can play. A new hope. Something to convince me to renew. A new day, bright enough to help me find my
Here's Lucy. What? You weren't expecting me.
No, sir.
But who else can I come to? With sympathy. Tenderness. What? You had another visitor this evening?
No, not really, sir.
Wasn't the doctor himself, was it? No, Henry. Jekyll's such a very busy man.
You know Dr. Jekyll?
Know him? Oh, we're close, Lucy. We're very close. We share everything, he and I. Just as you and I do, my sweet everything. Leave this place, I beg you. You weren't planning on leaving the city without saying goodbye, were you?
No, sir, I'm not going anywhere.
No. No, you're not going anywhere. Come here. Come. Close. No, closer. Closer, yeah. Sympathy. Tenderness. Warm as the summer. Offer you their embrace. Friendliness, gentleness, strangers to my life. They are there in this space. Goodness and sweetness and kindness I found in this lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. I promise you this, till the day that I... Do you really think that I would ever let you go? Do you think I'd ever set you free? If you do, I'm sad to say, it simply isn't so. You will never get away from me. All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you live, I will still be here. All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end this demon's dream. This is not a dream, my friend, and it will never end. This one is the nightmare that goes on. I need you to stay no matter what you may pretend, and I'll flourish long after you're gone. Soon you will die and my silence will hide you. You cannot choose but to lose control. You can't control me, I live deep inside you. Each day you'll feel me devour your soul. I don't need you to survive as you need me. I'll become whole as you dance with death, and I'll rejoice as you breathe your final breath. Live inside you forever. No, Satan himself by my side. No, and I know that now and forever
am me and I'll be you. Damn you, Hyde, set me free. Can't you see you are me? No, deep inside I am you. You are Hyde. No, never, yes, forever. God damn you, Hyde. You take all your evil deeds and you rot in hell. I'll see you there, Jekyll. No, 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 never!
There's a beast at the door and he's wild and free, but we don't let him in 'cause we don't want to see what is lurking right behind the facade.
And he's not one but two. He is evil and good, and he walks the fine line that he crosses be good.
And he's waiting.
He's just waiting.
Henry had entered the very gates of hell and seen what lay beyond. His search for the truth had come to nothing. He knew he must leave his father in his unending darkness.
Yet, back from the dead he came, to the sound of wedding bells, ready to embrace the next, and we hope, much happier chapter of his life.
Mankind, forgive our foolish ways. Reclothe us in our rightful mind. In purer lives thy service find. In deeper reverence praise. In deeper reverence praise. Drop thy still dews of quietness till all our striving cease. Take from our souls the strain and stress, and let our ordered lives confess the beauty of thy peace. The beauty of thy peace.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony. If any man can show any just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace. Henry John Albert Jekyll, do you take this woman, Emma Ellis Margaret Carew?
What is it?
To be your wife?
Oh, God, not now. Oh, God, not now. Please help me somehow. Please take the pain away. Oh, feel it fill me. Oh, God, feel it kill me. Oh, God, will me somehow to fight the rain. Oh, God, have mercy. Don't let her see me low like this. Not on my wedding day. Not on my wedding day.
Mr. Stride, I trustfully respect your according the order of business.
Oh, in God's name, Dr. Jekyll!
There is no Dr. Jekyll, only Edward Hyde.
Henry.
God.
Henry, it's all right.
Hyde! She has nothing to do with you.
No one!
No one touches Edward Hyde before God she dies.
Emma!
No one touches Edward Hyde.
Henry. Henry, I know that it is you. And you would never harm me.
Emma? Oh, God. Oh, God. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on, John. Do it, John. Please, do it. Set me free. Set me free. Set us all free. Just do it, John. I cannot.
Father. Oh, Henry. Henry.
Emma.
Rest.
Emma.
Rest now. My tormented love. You are free now. You're with me now. Where you're always.
Like the show? Would you like the show? Please tell your friends, and I wanted to personally say, on camera, a thank you to the people at the Plymouth Theater and SFX, and mostly the cast and crew, who kind of spoon-fed me because I've come a long way from the beach and the talking car. And it took me a long time to get here. But I'm not leaving. Thank you for making my dream come true. Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show.
It's society's mask, it's society's way. And the truth is that it's all a facade.
There's a face that we hide till the night time appears.
And what's hiding inside, behind all of our fears,
is our true self,
locked inside the facade.
Every day, people in their own sweet way like to wear a coat of faces and be one day.
That's how our little
game is played. Living on a masquerade, acting up bizarre charade
while playing the same.
At the end of the day, they don't do what they say. They don't say what they mean. They don't have that clean.
And their answer
is it so? Is it so? Is it so? And it's nothing but two. He is evil and good, and he walks the fine line. We don't cross if we could.
It's a nightmare
we can never discover.
So we stay on though we love the facade.
What's behind the facade?
Look behind the facade.